wanted to be able to create a program that could provide rooftop solar, create racial equity through renewable energy for lower income residents in North Minneapolis, provide them the opportunity to increase the property value of their home, get credits back on their bill for providing power to the grid, and being able to have bragging rights to their neighbors and say, hey, I was able to put solar on my roof, and it really was an educational opportunity. So how it works is we raise money through crowdfunding, we get investors to invest, we own the solar that's on the roof of those properties, which is really the unique part. So instead of them coming up with $25,000 to $30,000 in financing to install solar on their roof, we are instead putting the solar on the roof and leasing that roof from them for a period of time until the solar rewards and the tax credits pay off the balance. Once that balance is paid off, then we deed the property over to the property owners. So now they own that solar panel, those solar panels, free and outright. They didn't have to come up with the money up front. It's kind of a cool way to be able to address the fact that it is an expensive investment to put on your property that most people can't afford.
A lot of my interest came from feeling like things like solar panels on your house was really something that people with a whole lot of money in different neighborhoods had access to. And honestly, years ago when I had my house, it was something that I was interested in, and I just didn't find it accessible because it felt like I needed to have a certain amount of wealth and cash on hand even to kind of participate, and I just didn't. So having a program that's dedicated to making sure that a family like mine gets access to a resource like this means a lot.
Here we are, fast forward 2 years, and we're actually, writing up PPAs, power purchase agreements with homeowners in North Minneapolis, and we're putting solar on their roofs, and it's really, really cool.
I think the fact that it's trying to bring it primarily to the underprivileged or the underserved is a really big grab for me. North Minneapolis traditionally is forgotten or given scraps, and not this time. This time they're given the big piece. So
our solar assessor actually is a North Minneapolis resident that went through training literally while we were planning the Solstar project. So his first real solar assessment job was the Solstar project, and he's been working for us for the last 2 years.
I am a solar assessor, which I come out and initially I give measurements of the place and photos, and we calculate a lot of stuff, but then we're starting to get into some design. So I'm learning that aspect of it as well. And I get to change a career at 55, and not many people get to do that. So
it's a complete project that's addressing all these issues. It's providing jobs for North Minneapolis BIPOC residents, training for North Minneapolis BIPOC residents, and addressing racial equity through renewable energy, through rooftop solar. When we as residents join a community solar garden or install solar on our roofs, we are not only adding renewable power to the grid that everybody can use, but we're also becoming the utility. So it is a democratization of our utilities. It is now breaking up that ownership to where we don't only depend on one source for our power, we're depending on the community.
Things like this are innovative, not just in the technology that we're utilizing to harness the power of the sun, but they're innovative in the way that they can really change a community. They can change the culture of a community. It will change the way that we live in a way that I've dreamed about, even as a young kid growing up in this neighborhood. And for me, it's really cool to see Solstar start solving real problems, right? And creating innovative models that allow a family like mine who really, traditionally doesn't have the resources to take advantage of something like this, no matter how much I compost, no matter how much I turn lights off to conserve, but knowing that I can get access to something that makes a whole different change. And then also, you know, it changes things for me financially, which I'm not lost on.
I think we've done enough damage to our planet, and anything that we can do to help a little bit, I'm in.